Chronic kidney disease, CKD, is a long-term condition characterized by impaired kidney function. It is a common problem that is often linked to getting older. It can happen to anyone. People who are Black or from South Asia are more likely to get it. Chronic kidney disease, CKD, can't be cured, but treatment can help ease the symptoms and prevent them from worsening. Your care will depend on how far along your CKD is. The effective therapies are lifestyle changes which can help you stay as healthy as possible. If you eat the right foods and stay away from foods high in sodium, potassium, and phosphorus, you may be able to avoid or put off some health problems caused by CKD. How well your kidney disease treatments work may also depend on your eating and drinking. Knowing how calories, fats, proteins, and liquids affect the body is essential for people with advanced CKD. Here are 10 foods you should probably stay away from. Number 10. Whole grain bread. People without kidney illness are typically advised to select whole grain bread over white bread due to fiber and other essential vitamins and minerals. People with moderate to advanced kidney illness are recommended to consume less whole grain bread than white bread due to the former's higher potassium and phosphorus content. For example, one slice of whole grain bread, 28 grams, has about 69 milligrams of potassium and 57 milligrams of phosphorus. On the other hand, a piece of white bread that is the same size has 32.8 milligrams of potassium and 31.6 milligrams of phosphorus. Number 9. Dark-colored sodas. Dark-colored sodas have phosphorus, which keeps them from turning colors, keeps them fresh longer, and adds flavor. Most dark-colored sodas have 90 to 180 mg of phosphorus per serving of 12 ounces, 355 milliliters. Even though this seems like a small amount compared to the daily maximum, sodas have a different kind of phosphorus than foods do. It isn't attached to a protein but shows up as a salt. This facilitates the blood's absorption. Long-term high blood phosphorus levels can increase the risk of heart disease, bone fragility, and premature death. A great deal of added sugar in soda and other drinks containing added sugar. People with diabetes shouldn't do this because their bodies can't keep their blood sugar levels in the proper range. Number 8. Mayonnaise. 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise contains 103 calories, which is a significant amount. Both the calorie and saturated fat content are high. There are mayonnaises on the market with fewer calories and no fat, but they often have more sodium and sugar and may also have other additives. Replace mayonnaise with plain non-fat Greek yogurt, which is high in protein and mixes well to hold salads together. Number 7. Spinach, beet greens, and certain other leafy green vegetables. Many leafy green vegetables like spinach, chard, and beet greens have a lot of nutrients like potassium. There is 136 to 290 mg of potassium in just 1 cup, 30 to 38 grams of raw vegetables. Keep in mind that these leafy vegetables shrink a lot when cooked, but they still have the same amount of potassium. So if you have kidney disease, eating them raw is better because you'll probably eat less. Still, eating them cooked is okay as long as you don't overeat. Other leafy plants high in oxalic acid include spinach, beet greens, chard, and others. Oxalic acid is an organic molecule that can produce oxalates when coupled with minerals such as calcium. Oxalates can have kidney stones in susceptible individuals. Kidney stones are painful, but can also hurt your kidneys and make them work poorly. Number 6. Avocados. Avocados are often praised for their many health benefits, such as the healthy fats, fiber, and antioxidants they contain. Avocados are usually good for you, but people with kidney disease may need to stay away from them. This is because avocados have a lot of potassium in them. One avocado that is about average size gives you a whopping 690 milligrams of potassium. People with kidney disease can still eat avocados even if they need to limit potassium, as long as they limit the amount they eat to 1/4 an avocado. If you have been advised to limit your potassium intake, you should avoid or alter your consumption of avocados, especially guacamole. However, remember that everyone has different demands and your total diet and health goals are the most important factors to consider. Number 5. Nuts and sunflower seeds. Most people like to eat nuts and seeds as healthy snacks. But if you have kidney disease, it can be bad for you. There are about 208 milligrams of potassium and 136 milligrams of phosphorus in a serving size of 1 ounce, which are about 23 almonds. About 187 milligrams of potassium and 168 milligrams of phosphorus can be found in cashew. If you like nuts and sunflower seeds, try eating them with other low potassium and phosphorus foods. You could also choose nuts with less phosphorus. Each 1 ounce, 28-gram serving of macadamia nuts contains just approximately 104 milligrams of potassium and 53 milligrams of phosphorus. Number 4. Most beans and lentils. Most of the time, beans and lentils are considered healthy and easy to prepare. But because they have a lot of phosphorus, canned and fresh beans and lentils aren't the best for people with kidney disease and diabetes. The majority of canned varieties are also high in salt. For instance, 1 cup, 185 grams of canned lentils has 633 milligrams of potassium and 309 milligrams phosphorus. You can still consume beans and lentils in moderate amounts, but you shouldn't make them a regular component of your diet because they are high in carbohydrates. Choose low sodium or no salt added canned beans and lentils if you want to eat them. Also, according to an older study, draining and rinsing canned foods can reduce sodium by 33 to 8% depending on the type. The amount of potassium your body absorbs from different foods is another consideration. Only about 40 to 50% of phosphorus is taken in from plant sources, while up to 70% is taken from animal sources. Number 3. Packaged foods, instant meals, and fast food. People with renal illness and diabetes should avoid packaged foods, hurried meals, and fast food because they are often high in sodium. Dinners that can be heated in a microwave oven are included here, such as instant ramen, frozen pizza, frozen box meals, and other similar items. For instance, a slice, 102 grams, of frozen pepperoni pizza has 568 milligrams of sodium, which is 1/4 of the amount of sodium you should eat if you have kidney disease. It also doesn't have a lot of good nutrients. These foods are generally typically highly processed and high in refined carbohydrates. This is not a good choice if you have diabetes because refined carbohydrates are broken down rapidly and can cause your blood sugar to spike. Number 2. Frozen meals. Studies have shown that processed foods like frozen pizza and microwavable dinners are often heavily processed. Heavy processing can hide sugar, salt, and fat, but not every frozen meal is the same. When you can, it's best to cook fresh, whole foods, but sometimes convenience is more important. If you choose frozen meals, read the labels carefully. Look for frozen meals that say low sodium or no sodium added, and stay away from those with added sugar, fillers, or anything else. If the frozen meal doesn't come with fresh fruit and vegetables, you can add them to make it more balanced. Number 1. Orange juice, potatoes, and other high potassium foods. Potassium can build up in the blood just like phosphorus can when the kidneys aren't able to filter it well enough. Too much potassium can make many things go wrong, like irregular heartbeats. Almost all foods have some potassium, so you should keep a list of high potassium foods to avoid and choose low potassium foods instead. Work with your dietitian or doctor to develop a diet that meets your nutritional needs but is low in potassium. If you have kidney disease and diabetes, you should limit how much carbs, sodium, potassium, and phosphorus you eat. Whether or not you can eat what you want because you have kidney disease or diabetes depends on the stage of your kidney disease. Still, cutting back on these nutrients can help you manage your condition better and make it less likely that it will worsen over time. Talk to a doctor for detailed guidance on the stage of your kidney illness. So that's all for today's video. If you like this video, click the like and the bell buttons. We'll have another video for you soon. Take care until then.